Charlemagne has just come out and said that people who went to Diddy parties might be going to jail. Well, Jay-Z must be freaking
Oh,
out since he's been to a few. We know he and Diddy had a close
did you know they found 250 cameras in this nigga's house? Like hidden cameras, bro. Inside all the rooms in this nigga's mansion.
bond. Just look
I just want to let everybody know that, bro.
at Diddy slapping that
Oh,
freaking out since he's been to a few. We know he and Diddy had a close bond. Just look at Diddy slapping that.
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas don't even. Okay, you feel me? In basketball, football, you good game. I don't do that, bro. Some players do that, you feel me? But it is what it is. They good game, but they don't double tap.
Be freaking out since he's been to a few.
He
We know he
really
and Diddy
on
had a
that.
close bond. Just look at Diddy slapping that. He's got info
Yeah.
about what went on at those parties. We've even seen him and Diddy in bed with a bunch of other famous people. Let me show you what I mean. Jay-Z and Diddy's relationship. Now, nearly every celebrity you can think of is being connected with Diddy, but there are some that are
No,
finding it
right.
hard to hide it. Jay-Z has been receiving some questionable accusations, but since Diddy's arrest, there's been a picture going around showing the two of them being a little too intimate. So we know Diddy's been accused of having
Oh, that's too many niggas in one
crazy
bed.
orgies with all kinds of famous people. And when you see them in bed together, it's kind of hard for anyone to take their denial seriously. Like, come on, here we literally see Diddy in bed with Jay-Z and a whole load of other
Yeah, these
celebrities,
niggas
including
wild.
Jennifer Lopez and Aaliyah. If you're wondering where and when that photo was taken, well, it was at
I just learned Jennifer Lopez's husband is getting a divorce for what she did in them Diddy parties, and Kevin Hart's wife. So what they did at these parties years back is making their relationships not work now is insane, bro. I'm telling you, something crazy went on. Booty holes being played with and everything, bro.
one of Diddy's notorious parties. This one was
Them
at the
dude Meek
Hamptons in the year
Mill.
2000. This wild photo was shared to X on Friday, September 20th, and has ignited all kinds of rumors, investigations, and debates regarding Diddy and Jay-Z's relationship, as well as who else could be involved. The party was 2 decades old, and we see a young Diddy near the middle. He's the guy wearing the red polo and white pants. To his left is Jennifer Lopez, who was his girlfriend at the time in the light blue outfit. And to his right is the now deceased Aaliyah rocking all white. In only a few days, the photo was
These niggas
shared
are having
thousands of times and had over 100,000 likes. Let's just say
they're
Jay-Z's
having
got
fun.
some explaining to do.
Come
On
on now.
X, people have been quick to give their opinion about it. One guy wrote, "It looks like Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein had essentially the same business model, or am I missing something?" And another said, "Aaliyah doesn't even look happy in the picture, God rest her soul. Since the photo was leaked, we found out that it was from a July 4th party at the Hamptons in East New York. We also found out that other big names in music like the executive Damon Dash were there. So we know Diddy and Jay-Z are two of hip-hop's biggest names and both came up in the 90s. But let's take a look at how they actually know each other. Jay-Z has tried to keep their friendship under wraps over the years, but he couldn't hide everything. The two of them burst onto the rap scene at around the same time, but that's not all they had in common. They even both managed to avoid jail in the same year, 1999, but for two separate yet similar crimes. After becoming hip-hop stars, these two also delved into the realms
Who the fuck did your hair? Bro, what the hell? Lord have mercy on that.
of philanthropy, entrepreneurship, and fused luxury industries with hip hop. They've both been seen at charity events together and have often performed on stage with one another. Here you can see them performing together at Screamfest in 2007 alongside Kanye West and 50 Cent. It's funny that 50 Cent is there since he's been very vocal about what he thinks of Diddy as well as
That boy wear a bulletproof vest everywhere he go
his
now.
relationship with Jay-Z. There
He
you
ain't
see
playing again.
50
That shit was
walking around with
traumatizing.
his chest out like he owns the place, followed by what looks like Diddy slapping Jay-Z's not once, but multiple times. Since they were literally sleeping together 7 years before, I guess that's not
Bro,
too
what?
strange. But you can see why 50 Cent would want to distance himself from them after that, and why
No,
people are
for
starting to think
real.
Jay-Z might be a little closer to Diddy than he wants anyone to know. As of yet, Jay-Z has made no public comment on Diddy's arrest.
I gotta get rid of these ads, bro. I was like on some real stuff, bro. I don't even gift code. Man, I don't want none of that.
Him, but 50 Cent certainly has. He has mocked Jay-Z for abandoning Diddy and posted this photo to Instagram, which shows Jay-Z's face on a milk carton and a caption that claims Jay-Z isn't answering Diddy's calls. 50 seems to be relishing Diddy's downfall and hasn't missed an opportunity to troll him
Hey, I heard that 50 Cent coming out with that new documentary on Netflix, bro. Why did I just raise my voice as I graduated? I don't know. If I seen that stuff, bro, I'm about to watch that.
Since his legal troubles began. Back when Diddy's home was arrested back in March, 50 Cent posted that picture and said, "Now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case," alluding to the sheer number of
No, for
police and
real.
the scale of their raid on Diddy's home. Although the nature of Diddy and Jay-Z's relationship seems
How recent was this? Because I know the other one wasn't that recent. How recent is this? 8 hours ago. Oh, wow. We're locked in, chat.
pretty obvious, there's a big online debate going on about it. Many people see Jay-Z as a hip-hop goat, and they're finding it hard to accept he might have had something going on with Diddy. One guy on Reddit wrote, "It doesn't mean Jay-Z is into the same shit Diddy is. Lots of people work with scumbags. In the entertainment industry, I imagine it's pretty hard to avoid." And
Birds of a feather flock together. He got his play with. I don't care what nobody says. That boy got his play with. Come on now. Athletes hang with athletes. Gamers hang with gamers. Weirdos hang out with other weirdos. You ain't never seen no lion hang out with no hyena. What? That don't even make sense. Like, come on now. Bro, I'm telling you, Jay-Z into that shit, Diddy into that shit. They all into the same little whatever group they in, bro. Telling you,
another
Jay-Z
Jay-Z
did
defender
that.
said, "Nah, Jay only has a few friends. Diddy isn't one of them. I'm sure he respects Diddy and everything he's achieved and looked at him as an equal, but that's where it stops." Come on, to say they weren't at least friendly must be a fan's coping mechanism, or they haven't seen
To let another man slap yo 2 times in a row. Cause like I ain't gonna lie. I don't know the that's so nasty. I don't know the context behind that ass slap, but bro, he did it 2 times, bro. One is like a good game. Two, questionable, bro. You're gay.
the slapping
I'm
video or
sorry.
the picture of them in bed together. Even the most die-hard Jay-Z fan has to admit they probably had something going on that wasn't just
I gotta
business
show my
related.
dad
It's
this.
not
That's
just
that nigga
Jay-Z
favorite
fans
rapper.
having a hard time due to the Diddy scandal, though. So many of the world's biggest names are being dragged into it too. Diddy's other celebrity friends.
Oh
Jay-Z
Lord.
might be one of the biggest names in rap, but Diddy's circle didn't stop there. It included almost every aspect of the entertainment industry. The guy spent years courting and mixing with the highest echelons of society. From princes to actors to fashion icons, Diddy knew them all. It's said that Diddy used his power and influence to protect himself from the law, and his high-profile friends were almost like a shield. Diddy was a guy that could penetrate into almost any industry. Just take the fashion
What else was he penetrating?
industry. He was able to convince some of the biggest names to collaborate with him. That's right, he was able to get fashion icons like Marc Jacobs, Anna Wintour, and Tommy Hilfiger to lend their voices to one of his albums. There's probably not been another rapper that's had a reach as big as his. Many of these high-profile friends are either silent about it or deny ever knowing or being involved in the things he's accused of, or attending his infamous parties. Since he's been accused of sex trafficking and forcibly drugging people, you can see why. But come on, they can't
I also learned that them thousand bottles of baby oil wasn't baby oil. That was liquid ecstasy. Ecstasy. I learned that on TikTok. Did some research, bro. That shit's true. I'm not gonna lie, gang. You know what liquid ecstasy do to you, bro? In the heat, bro. You're wildin', G.
all have known anything, especially since we've literally seen them at his parties, and they didn't have blindfolds on. It's a bit fishy that not one of them has come forward and said anything
Look
about
at
the
that, man.
accusations. A victim called
Oh, hell
Dawn
no.
Richards has even come out to say she witnessed Diddy assaulting his ex-girlfriend Cassie in front of Usher and Nayo, as well as Interscope Records
Yeah.
founder Jimmy Iovine, and according to her, none of them did a thing to intervene. So let's take a look at some of the biggest names he was involved with over the years, and you can decide for yourself who's suspicious or not. First up, we've got Ashton Kutcher from The Late Night Show, and their friendship is an old one. They were so close in the early 2000s that they even called themselves the New Rat Pack alongside Jamie Foxx. In a 2019 interview with Hot Ones, Kutcher told the host Sean Evans, "I've got a lot I can't tell about his friendship."
When you're 85 years old on your deathbed, you're not going to wish you had.
I ain't gonna cap, gang. Jamie Foxx, bro. Don't tell me they got him too. No.
As on Evans. I've got a lot I can't tell about his friendship with Diddy. He might have to speak soon, though, as reports have claimed he's expecting a subpoena in relation to Diddy's crimes. Anna Wintour is
Oh,
another
he
Diddy
going
friend
down.
and has been seen at his parties on numerous occasions. She also sent him a coveted
She
Met
too
Gala
old,
invitation
bro.
showing how highly she and that organization saw
If
him.
Diddy
People say
playing
it
with
was
her,
her
she
and that
too
invitation
old,
that helped him
bro.
get
Ain't
his
no
foot in the
way.
fashion industry and be accepted into the upper echelons of that realm. Their friendship extended to many Vogue appearances for Diddy, which included many photo shoots and magazine features. His most famous Vogue cover was probably the 1999 Puffy Takes Paris edition. It said these high-profile connections led to him developing a huge ego, and one person accused him of saying, "When you speak to me, you should imagine that you're talking to Karl Lagerfeld." If you don't know who Karl Lagerfeld is, he was a well-renowned German fashion designer who died in 2019. French Montana
Damn.
has also hit the
R.I.P.
spotlight
Brought it
recently
down.
since he was seen with Diddy in a very weird video. In the video, it looks like he's having some intimate time with Diddy in his house. French Montana is shirtless, and Diddy is in a white robe singing Happy Birthday in the creepiest way ever. While it looked pretty innocent at the time, now people aren't so sure. Take a look.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday.
Bro, without put the whole Diddy thing aside, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, having no knowledge of Diddy and you seen this, it's low key a little weird.
To
I don't know,
you.
just a little bit.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
French Montana used to be signed to Diddy's record label, Bad Boy Records, and was a longtime collaborator with him. We don't know how close the two of them are now, but we do know that Diddy produced his documentary for him. French Montana also told Vlad TV that he and Diddy parted on good terms. That was in April 2024, after all the allegations came out against Diddy. French Montana hasn't come out in Diddy's
That's that
defense or
goodbye
commented
dance.
on the matter yet, but since it looks like the two were very close, you can't blame people for wondering if there was a little more to their relationship. Let's be honest, it's not exactly normal to be sitting alone at a dining table butt naked while your friend sings you happy birthday in the most seductive way possible. Anyway, rap stars and fashionistas aren't Diddy's only friends though. Some of the biggest sports stars in America like LeBron James
Please don't have no dirt on the GOAT. Please do not have no dirt on the GOAT.
have been very close with him. LeBron unfollowed Diddy on Instagram to try and
Red flag.
distance himself from him, but he couldn't hide the fact that him and Diddy were super close, and LeBron has
Second red flag.
openly spoken about how good Diddy's parties were. We've even seen
Third red flag. You're out of here, buddy. You did some
footage of
shit.
what appears to be LeBron partying with Diddy on more than one occasion. Their kids are even close friends. Some think LeBron's son is dating Diddy's daughter. If that isn't enough, LeBron even said this to Diddy.
Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
He can't just unfollow Diddy after that and expect nobody to ask questions. Everyone dying to know what he meant by that. Maybe it was just the music or the company he loved, not the alleged crazy orgies or copious amounts of. And what about this? Does that or doesn't it look a hell of a lot like LeBron James? The thing
No, no, no,
amounts of.
no,
And what about this? Does that or doesn't it look
no. This can't be real. This gotta be AI. 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 There's no way. There's no way. There's no. I don't believe it, bro. I can't believe. I can't even fathom. This gotta be
a hell of a lot
AI.
like LeBron James? The thing is, Diddy's wild parties have been going on for years, and we know Leonardo DiCaprio
What the fuck? Gang. There's no way this is real. Chat. Somebody find out if this
James.
is
The
real,
thing
bro.
is, Diddy's wild parties have been going on for years, and we know Leonardo DiCaprio used to go to them. Over time, some suspicious things have been said about them, but back then, nobody listened. Now everything's coming out. Let's have a look at the origins of Diddy's parties and the rumors about what went on. Diddy's parties and what goes on. Diddy's been throwing parties ever since he first became a big name, but the reason they
Okay.
became famous wasn't because of orgy rumors or alleged criminal activity. It was because of the famous names that attended, especially his white parties. In that video, you see him standing with champagne in hand, looking like some kind of dictator. And when it came to his parties, he practically was. These parties in the Hamptons started in the early 2000s and created a
That
huge
nigga
buzz.
like an
Everyone with a
alien.
name went, and it said that they were very wild affairs. Jennifer Lopez, who was once Diddy's girlfriend, was a regular guest, and multiple pictures show them cozying up together. Champagne, booze, and half-naked women were what the media showed, but behind the scenes, rumor has it that they were even wilder. Any celebrity with a name in the late 90s and early 2000s was there. Paris Hilton even called them iconic. She attended the very first one in 1998, and after that, you saw huge names like Jay-Z, Leonardo DiCaprio, a young Kim Kardashian, and many, many more. Although not every celebrity who went is being accused of any wrongdoing, we know that the parties themselves were wild, even without all the other stuff. You see champagne being poured over half-naked bodies, and Diddy being everything like a real-life Great Gatsby. Although not many like to talk about what really went on, some have. A former music industry insider called Tom Swoop has spoken about how he survived the parties. He says that the parties were separated into different tiers, and that only certain people had access to the inner sanctum. He says that is where the real crazy stuff happened, like men and women.
That means if this is true, that means that all those other people who's like, oh, I walked into a room, did that and the third, might be lying.
Performing rituals and being promised things like record deals if they participated. He also says that drugs like
I'm telling y'all, this nigga is the devil. What you mean, rituals and he
and being
promised you
promised things like record deals if
record deals and shit. This nigga the
they
devil, bro.
participated. He also says that drugs like and ecstasy were being snorted off all kinds of surfaces, including people's bodies. The parties allegedly had beds outside where you saw many people piled together in, and rumors say that all
This nigga's the real life Quagmire. No, this nigga's the real life Quagmire, bro. From Family Guy. There's no way. This nigga's the real life Quagmire, bro. I don't care about none of that. What do you mean you have beds outside? What do you mean?
kinds of
What?
freaky and orgies went on. Diddy himself went on Oprah in 2006 and said what he thought the white parties were all about. He said, I wanted to strip away everyone's image and put us all in the same color and on the same level, and said that they were his way of integrating hip-hop with the upper echelons of society. Even with all of his accused crimes and alleged wrongdoing, it looks like that worked. Tom Swoop, the insider who apparently attended, says that wasn't the case though, and the parties were more of a power trip for Diddy. Tom says that he saw Diddy tell a young artist to perform a act on his bodyguard for a $100,000 record deal, and then said it was a joke when the artist was about to do it. Swoop isn't the only insider who's come forward to speak about Diddy's parties. An alleged drug dealer supposedly told the that he supplied drugs to the party and saw things like high-profile celebrities having sex with each other. The drug dealer allegedly said that Diddy opened the door for him wearing nothing but a
Imagine being the plug and you walk into a nigga house, handing over some, you feel me, schmack, and you see Kevin Hart playing with LeBron James booty hole. Bro, I can't lie to y'all, bro. I can't handle shit like this, bro. This is like,
white robe and then
nah.
led him to a back room where they made a cocaine deal. He said on the way to the room, you'd see two people you would not think would be hooking up rappers. That was what shocked me. And I won't say names, but there were rappers that I immediately lost respect for and could not take seriously ever again. After seeing all that, he apparently got the out of there, and you can't really blame him. A big part of the charges against Diddy, since his arrest, is that of and the things that went on in the so-called freak-offs. While we haven't seen direct evidence of freak-offs happening at the white parties, you can see why
Things happen.
Nah, bro know what he doing. Oh me, bro knows exactly what he's doing.
they did. Direct evidence of freak-offs happening at the white parties. You can see why rumors are going around saying they did. Diddy threw the last white party in 2009, and since then, another guy has carried on the legacy. Michael Rubin, the billionaire entrepreneur and owner of Fanatics, is now the host of white parties in the Hamptons. They are also hosted on July 4th and have some of the biggest celebrity guests in the world attending, and also lots of rappers, new and old. Yep, there he is again. Jay-Z just loves a party, doesn't he? And if the dress code is all white, you can almost guarantee he'll be there somewhere. Leonardo DiCaprio, another white party veteran, was also seen at last year's Michael Rubin July 4th party. The guy just loves to party, especially when Diddy is involved. Here you see him dancing awkwardly at Diddy's 50th birthday party. Although Diddy's famous white parties came to an end in 2009, we know he carried on setting up extravagant gatherings. One of his biggest lawsuits comes from a guy called Rodney Jones, who allegedly lived with Diddy for a year and says that he witnessed some very freaky stuff. How Diddy was caught. Rodney Jones and many others filed lawsuits against Diddy around the same time, which is how he was eventually caught. Diddy was arrested in New York after many months of allegations and lawsuits being filed. Let's take a look at when this started and what eventually caused his downfall. He was taken into custody on Monday, September 16th, with prosecutors hitting him with a RICO charge and charges of trafficking. During a press conference that happened after his arrest, prosecutors revealed they've been building a case against him since 2008. That would have been when his notorious Hampton parties were still happening. The released detention memo details accounts of Diddy abusing his power and hurting women, which included coercing them into activity. He's been denied bail twice and is now inside a notoriously rough detention center in New York, where he'll be held right up until his trial. We've also learned that he's now
that nigga's paradise, bro. I'm guaranteeing you it right now.
Been placed on suicide watch. Just last month, he would have been living lavishly in one of his mansions and now is sitting inside a disgusting prison while his name is being slandered everywhere. You could say he's having a tough week. It said his crimes date all the way back to the 90s, and now more and more people are coming out and speaking about them. The spark that ignited all of this came in November 2023 when 4 women came out to speak about their experiences. These included a string of sexual assault allegations, and one of them was filed by his longtime girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who detailed years of alleged abuse and violence at his hands. She claimed that he assaulted her and forced her to have sex with other men. Cassie met Diddy when she was only 19 and he was 37, and soon after they got together. She was signed to
What? She was 19 and he was 37. Where's her parents? Where was everybody at? What? What is going on?
to his record label Bad Boy Records, and in her lawsuit details many crimes like being forced to do drugs and participate in freak-offs. Diddy settled the lawsuit after only 1 day, and we don't know how much money Cassie was given. That was in November 2023, but around 7 months later, this video was leaked, which appeared to show Diddy beating Cassie up and dragging her away by her hair at a hotel. The internet went crazy after that, and Diddy came out and released an apology video.
I was up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
The damage was done though, and after that, more and more people would speak about their experiences. At this point, there are countless allegations against people who said they were abused or witnessed crimes he committed, but there is one very interesting video from 2018 from a guy who claims to be Diddy's former speaking about this stuff.
I had with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters.
In Cassie's lawsuit, she mentions being forced to have sex with, and although Diddy and his lawyer deny the allegations, it's certainly strange that a known came out and said that he had sex with them. The guy also talks about drug use and name drops a few other rappers, calling them
They
Who?
both, Diddy and Ross and Khaled. They
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross. Is gay. I should have knew he was gay the way he was slandering that nigga Drake, talking about, oh, he gay, white boy this, white boy that, gay, mansion, white boy gay. DJ Khaled though? Khaled, whatever the fuck bitch name is. This is just, I will never, hell no.
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all
Yeah.
So, even before Cassie's lawsuit, this storm has been brewing for a while. After she came out in November 2023, other women felt inspired to be able to speak about it. One woman, Liza Gardner, came out and said Diddy, as well as another R&B singer called Aaron Hall, assaulted her in 1990. Then another woman came out called Joy Dickerson Neal and alleged that Diddy drugged her and raped her when she was 19. Then in 1999, Diddy assaulted a high-profile record label executive and managed to get away with 1 day of anger management classes after pleading guilty. Right after that, he was charged with criminal possession of a gun after he and his girlfriend Jennifer Lopez were arrested due to a shooting at a club they were at. At the time, one of Diddy's crew members took the fall and was sentenced to jail. But since his arrest, one of the alleged victims, Natanya Rubin, says that she was shot in the face and that she saw Diddy pull the trigger. She even said she had a piece of the bullet still in her face and she was willing to get it removed if it could be used as evidence against Diddy. That's not all. According to another lawsuit filed in December 2023, in 2003, Diddy, along with former Bad Boy president Harvey Pierre and one other, drugged and gang raped a 17-year-old girl. It was a few years after that he met Cassie and her alleged abuse started. In 2012, Cassie tried to leave Diddy and briefly got with Kid Cudi. According to her lawsuit, Diddy threatened to blow up Cudi's car. Around the time this is said to have happened, Kid Cudi's car did blow up.
Oh, hell no. I'm sorry, Chad, bro. I'm tired.
Allegations and lawsuits keep piling up. Just recently, a book was published titled Kim's Lost Words, which is about alleged memoirs Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-wife, kept. She died of pneumonia in 2018, but was with Diddy for many years, and they have 2 kids together. In the diary, she allegedly witnessed him having many wild encounters, including sleeping with an Oscar-winning actor and his wife, as well as an 18-year-old pop star who would become a household name. As you may know, Diddy was the man behind a lot of music's biggest success stories and had connections throughout the industry. His arrest has shaken up the whole industry, and nobody knows if it'll ever be the same again. Why hip-hop and music will never be the same. In February 2024, a man named Rodney Jones filed a lawsuit of his own that would cause ripples across the entire music industry. Rodney Jones claims to have met Diddy at the end of 2022 when he received a call asking him to help produce his new album titled The Love Album, Off the Grid. We know that's true as the album has been released and Rodney Jones's name is on it as one of the producers. Rodney is an up-and-coming music producer, so an opportunity like that was just what he was looking for and had the chance to kickstart his career and get his name out there. However, what he didn't know was that he'd have to spend over a year living with Diddy. The lawsuit states that Rodney lived with Diddy from September 2022 until the album was finished in November 2023. Interestingly, that was also the time when Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy. As of now, it doesn't look like the events are related, but it sure is interesting timing. Anyway, during their time living together, Rodney says that he stayed in many of Diddy's houses and met many of his famous friends, including some of the most well-known musicians in the world, huge record label owners, and other big-name celebrities. He says that during his time with Diddy, he was subject to all kinds of abuse like sexual assault, and allegedly Diddy tried to groom him into having gay sex. The lawsuit mentions well-known actor Cuba Gooding Jr. sexually assaulting and harassing him. Although Cuba denies the allegations, the lawsuit says that Diddy tried to groom Rodney into having sex with him. In the lawsuit, there's a picture of a man who looks a lot like Cuba with his hands all over Rodney while he tries to produce music. It's not just huge actors that are implicated. His hands all over Rodney while he tries to produce music. Of a man who looks a lot like Cuba with his hands all
Bro, this shit gets deeper and deeper every single
over
time,
Rodney
bro.
while he tries to produce music. It's not just huge actors that are implicated though. The lawsuit name drops some of the biggest record label owners in the world, like Lucian Grange, the CEO of Universal Music Group. If you haven't heard of Universal Music, they are one of the biggest labels in the world and have many of the top artists like Drake, Taylor Swift, and Kendrick Lamar signed to them. The lawsuit also mentions Ethiopia Habtemariam, the CEO of Motown Records. In the lawsuit, it says that both of these record label CEOs had close
I know my shit, bro. I know my, bro. But dang. Like, I know my forehead big chat, but dang it.
ties
Fresh
with
and
Diddy and
polished.
helped organize parties where people were drugged and workers attended. Lucian Grange was also accused of visiting Diddy late at night and spending hours in his bedroom. Grange was mysteriously dropped from the lawsuit after his lawyers threatened to sue Rodney Jones's lawyer and asked them to drop the claims immediately with prejudice, meaning they couldn't refile them later. Does it mean he's innocent, or does it mean one of the most influential people in music was just flexing their power? Who knows? But he was named the most powerful person in music 4 times in a row by Billboard. While he's off the hook for now, there are many other people in the music industry who have been accused of being a part of the scandal. The lawsuit mentioned a couple of names that have been redacted, which people think are Meek Mill and Usher. Although nobody can prove it was definitely them, the lawsuit mentions one as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, and the other
What? Bro, what? That's like saying, oh yeah, I'm not gonna tell you who, but the greatest shooter is on the Warriors and he wears number 30. Like what, bro?
as a Las Vegas resident who performed at the Super Bowl. Their names have been redacted anyway, but of course social media is full of people wanting to know more. Meek Mill has received a lot of ridicule online and responded by saying he'd give anyone with evidence $1 million. To make things worse for Meek, a leaked audio clip has been going around where you can hear what sounds like 2
Please don't, please don't, please don't play it. Please don't play it. Please don't play it.
men having sex. People are claiming it's Diddy and Meek in the video and that it was Nicki Minaj who leaked it. So Meek's in hot water, but so are many others like Justin Bieber and Usher, who were signed to Diddy and spent a lot of time with him in their youth. Jay-Z and many of his other collaborators and friends haven't commented on it yet, but Charlamagne the God had a warning for everybody who knows Diddy. He said, if he gets racketeering and sex trafficking for freak-offs, there will be others involved. If you ever ran a train with Diddy, you're probably going to go jail. He then said, if you've ever been get anywhere with Diddy and there was some women around or men around that he told you were part of the party, you're probably going to jail. As the case against Diddy continues,
No, you
we'll have to
are.
see who gets dragged into it with him and who will manage to keep their names clear. For Jay-Z and everyone else who we know attended those parties, it's getting harder and harder to believe they had no idea what was going on. Maybe soon we'll find out.
Wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z. Yes. You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it.
I'm about to take you guys on the story of what it means to be black, rich, and famous in America. If you didn't already know, rising to the very top in any society usually brings rumors of shady dealings and bartering of one's own soul. In hip-hop today, very few artists are more successful than billionaire club Jay-Z and Puff Daddy, and so it makes sense that they may have at least 1 or 2 shady dealings. But what if I told you it's even worse? What if I told you it even involves something like secret rituals on Jeffrey Epstein's island? Are Jay-Z and Diddy
Part of the Illuminati, bro. That's just a part of the Illuminati. Them niggas are cooked right now, bro. Illuminati's going
maybe a
down.
link between told you it's even worse? What if I told you it even involves something like secret rituals on Jeffrey Epstein's island? Are Jay-Z and Diddy part of the Illuminati? To understand why there may be a link between Epstein,
Are they?
Hov, and Diddy, we need to understand the secret order of society that's been whispered about in hushed tones in the shadows for centuries. I'm talking about the Illuminati. In the mid-1990s, a series of events and collaborations within the rap community would set the stage for the rise of Illuminati references in hip-hop. It all began with a remix of LL Cool J's I Shot Ya, featuring Keith Murray, Tupac, and a young Foxy Brown. However,
That's
it was
a
Prodigy
fire
of Mobb
song.
Deep who dropped the now infamous line that would forever change the landscape of hip-hop. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Prodigy's mention of the Illuminati marked the first prominent reference to the secret society in a rap song. This line, nestled within a complex web of beefs and collaborations, sparked a new wave of interest and speculation surrounding the Illuminati in hip-hop. It was the beginning of an entirely new school of thought within the genre, one that was as intelligent and informed as it was suspicious and paranoid. Around the same time, other artists began to make references to the Illuminati in their music. CeeLo Green, in his song Cell Therapy, claimed, "Traces of the New World Order. Time is getting shorter. If we don't get prepared, people, it's gonna be a slaughter." These lyrics further fueled the growing fascination with the Illuminati conspiracy theory in hip-hop. As the years went by, the mentions of the Illuminati in rap music continued to increase. Jay-Z, one of the most successful and influential artists in the genre, sampled Prodigy's line from I Shot Ya for his track Dievils on his debut album Reasonable Doubt. This sparked persistent rumors that Jay-Z himself was associated associated with the Illuminati, with
No,
some
he
believing
is.
that his success in the music industry
And
was due to his
Beyonce.
affiliation with the Secret Society. The Wu-Tang Clan, known for their lyrical prowess and enigmatic persona, also contributed to the rise of Illuminati references in hip-hop. God, a member of the group, encouraged listeners to get your together before the fucking Illuminati hit in their song Impossible. These lyrics further
Oh, wow.
solidified the connection between the Illuminati and the rap community. The fervor surrounding the Illuminati and hip-hop died down for a while, but it resurfaced in 2008 when Prodigy published an open letter in URB magazine from jail, alleging that his old rival Jay-Z promotes the lifestyle of the beast. This reignited the debate and brought the Illuminati theory back into the spotlight. Today, the Illuminati theory remains as relevant as ever in hip-hop culture. Artists such as Jay-Z, Beyonce, Eminem, Lady Gaga, and Kanye West, among others, have been accused of being puppets of this mysterious web of faceless figureheads. The continued success of these artists has often been attributed to their alleged
Kanye,
affiliation
though?
with the Illuminati. The rise of the Illuminati theory in hip-hop has also spilled over into popular culture. Books, podcasts, and blogs examining the Illuminati's use of media and entertainment to carry out its agenda have
Kanye?
proliferated. Countless YouTube videos with millions of views dissect the symbolism and
I used to
alleged
watch this
connections
shit.
between artists
No
and the
cap.
secret society. The Illuminati is consistently part of the conversation when a celebrity such as Whitney Houston or Prince passes away prematurely. To understand the alleged connection between the Illuminati and the music industry, we must first explore the origins of the secret society itself. The Illuminati, also known as the Bavarian Illuminati or the
Okay.
Order of the Illuminati,
We went from Diddy to talking about the Illuminati. What is going on? How did it get so dark? When did we transform from Diddy doing this, that, and the third to the Illuminati, bro? I just peeped that. I'm gonna finish the
was
video,
founded in
but like, bro,
1776 by a
what?
German professor named Adam Weishaupt. Weishaupt aimed to recruit members from
That nigga look familiar.
within the Freemasons, a secret society that still exists today, to disseminate ideas of the Enlightenment and challenge the power of the Roman
Enlightenment.
Catholic Church over philosophical and scientific thought. Over the next decade, the Bavarian Illuminati grew in size, amassing an estimated 2,500 members. However, by 1787, the society disbanded, and it seemed to fade into obscurity. Despite its dissolution, rumors of the Illuminati's continued existence persisted into the 20th century. The resurgence of interest in the Illuminati theory can be traced back to a speech made by President George H.W. Bush in 1991. In his speech, marking the end of the Cold War, Bush mentioned the formation of a new world order. This mention sparked speculation that the Illuminati had been reconstituted or had never left, leading to a renewed
Take me a nap
fascination
after
with the
this.
secret society. In the world of hip-hop, the Illuminati theory gained traction due to a combination of historical distrust of the government and the use of symbolism in music videos and album artwork. The black community in particular has a long history of experiencing government conspiracies and injustices, which has fueled a sense of suspicion and paranoia. Hip-hop, as a genre that often addresses social and political issues,
But it's like when you do weird shit, chat, like when you do weird shit in videos, like Megan Thee Stallion, for example, or Lil Nas X, for example. Why are you riding a stripper pole down to hell, my nigga? Like, you feel me? You're doing weird shit, bro. And you just expect people not to say you're in the Illuminati? Bitch, you're a fucking snake eating niggas. What? Like, be on some cool shit. Like, when the baby made Bop, that shit was fire. You feel me? When Drake made Not Like Us, that shit was fire. Nigga, when Katy Perry made, bro, damn near every Katy, man, bro, if you do weird shit, you gonna get weird results, my nigga.
became a platform for artists to express their concerns and explore conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theorists claim that the Illuminati recruits musicians as puppets to influence the masses through hidden messages in their work. They believe that the music industry is a tool used by the Illuminati to
We would believe in God over here, you know, the one, the only. We believe in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Um, and we believe in the Holy Spirit. You feel me? And because this right here, that's the
control
devil's work.
society
That's why you don't listen to this music, bro.
and shape public opinion. Symbolism
There's no way they had control on Tupac. There's no way.
associated with the Illuminati, such as the Eye of Horus, pyramids, and devil horns, is often cited as evidence of the secret society's influence on the music industry. However, it is important to note that these symbols can also be interpreted as artistic choices or coincidences. Artists may use them for their aesthetic value or to convey a particular message unrelated to the Illuminati.
There's no way you're trying to convey a demonic message. You're having demons in your videos and stuff, bro. What are you talking about? A coincidence? None of that's a coincidence, bro. I think I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm starting to think we're all like getting brain dead or something. I know he just a journalist, you feel me? No, you feel me? No shade to him. But everyone that says, "Oh, it's just a coincidence," I'm starting to think those people are in the Illuminati too. Because how do you look at a demonic ass like video, like this nigga shaking ass on the devil, and you're telling me that's not demonic? That's not what? Bro, hell
Crucial to
no.
separate fact from theory and fiction when examining the alleged influence of the Illuminati on the music industry. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the Illuminati theory continues to captivate the imagination of both artists and fans. It has become a topic of discussion in popular culture with countless books, podcasts,
What if the Illuminati was just all of like the world's most powerful, smartest people, like from different countries, like yeah, like Africa, North America, you feel me? Asia, like we just getting all of those people and put them into one little group.
and
I don't know.
blogs examining the Illuminati's alleged use of media and entertainment to carry out its agenda. YouTube videos with millions of views dissect music videos and press photos, searching for hidden messages and connections to the secret society. One of the key aspects of the Illuminati
No, for real, bro. I used to watch this stuff all the time, bro. That little like this with one eye in there, bro. When they stick their tongue like that, bro. All of that stuff, bro. The sixes, bro.
theory is
All
the
that
alleged
stuff,
use of
bro.
symbolism in music videos and press photos by artists associated with the secret society. These
Amen.
symbols are believed to be hidden messages that convey the influence and agenda of the Illuminati. While some may argue that these symbols are mere coincidences or artistic choices, conspiracy theorists interpret them as evidence of the Illuminati's presence in the music industry. One of the most commonly cited symbols associated with the Illuminati is the Eye of Horus.
The Eye of Horus. I'm not gonna lie. I got little knowledge on that. Can't cap to you.
All-seeing eye. This symbol, often depicted as an eye within a triangle, is believed to represent the Illuminati's surveillance and control over society. It has been prominently featured in music videos, album covers, and stage designs. Artists such as Katy Perry, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé have incorporated the Eye of Horus into their visuals, leading to speculation about their alleged affiliation with the secret society. Another symbol frequently associated with the Illuminati is the pyramid. In gematria, an ancient code tied to Judaism, the pyramid represents the spirit realm. Artists like Jay-Z have been photographed making a hand gesture known as the rock sign, which forms a diamond shape with the hands. Conspiracy theorists interpret this as a reference to the pyramid and believe it signifies the artist's allegiance to the Illuminati. The number 666, often referred to as the number of the beast, is another symbol that conspiracy theorists link to the Illuminati. Making an OK symbol with the hand, where the thumb and index finger form a circle, is believed to represent the number 666. Artists like Beyoncé have been photographed making this gesture, leading to
That's
speculation
the
about their
Road
involvement
Runners.
with the secret society. Devil horns, a hand gesture where the index and pinky fingers are extended while the other fingers are clenched, have also been associated with the Illuminati. This symbol has been used by artists like Eminem, leading to theories about their alleged connection to the secret society. Now, maybe the Illuminati doesn't involve all this devil worshiping we've been talking about, but one
It
thing we
does.
do know about the secret societies
Because
of the
guess who
upper
runs it?
echelon is that some dark stuff goes on in their gatherings, an upper echelon that Diddy and Jay-Z are heavily influenced by and involved with. And one of those really dark stuff was uncovered on Epstein's Island. Epstein's Island Little St. James Island, a small 75-acre private retreat nestled in the bright blue waters of the U.S. Virgin Islands. This picturesque island, with its fringed coral reefs and lush vegetation, seemed like a tropical paradise. But behind its idyllic facade, a dark and sinister reality unfolded. Located just off the southeastern tip of St. Thomas, one of the Caribbean archipelago's 3 main islands, Little St. James captured the attention of the world. Its owner, the notorious billionaire sex abuser Jeffrey Epstein, liked to call it Little St. Jeff, but the locals had a different name for it: Pedophile Island. The island boasted sheltered inlets, forested groves, dramatic windswept ridges, and craggy cliffs. It was a paradise seemingly untouched by the outside world, but beneath its serene exterior, Epstein's dark secrets were hidden. Epstein purchased Little St. James in 1998 from venture capitalist Arch Cummin via a shell company, reportedly paying just under $8 million. He wasted no time transforming the island to suit his desires. Native vegetation was cleared, making way for towering 40-foot palm trees. Starting in 2007, Epstein embarked on a massive building and remodeling project that drew suspicion from local officials. His main compound nearly doubled in size, becoming a plush mansion with luxurious amenities. Satellite photos reveal a sprawling network of terraces, cottages, beach houses, swimming pools, docks, and even a helipad. At the other end of the island from Epstein's mansion stands a peculiar structure often referred to as the Temple. Surrounded by a terrace with a red labyrinth motif, this building has sparked intense speculation. Theories range from it being an entrance to an underground lair to a site of ritual sexual abuse. However,
He going under there and fuck. I mean, he going under there and doing what he do in that demonic ad lair.
investigations suggest it was most likely a private study and music room for Epstein. The island's beauty was further accentuated by a huge sundial at its center, big enough to walk around on, and 2 tall American flags posted at opposite ends. But behind the scenes, a sinister world of exploitation and abuse unfolded. Little St. James Island was not only a private retreat for Jeffrey Epstein, but also a playground for the rich and powerful. The island's guests came from across the world and the highest
That's crazy.
ranks of society, including celebrities, scientists, and even members of royal families. They would touch down in private jets at Cyril E. King Airport on St. Thomas, and then board one of Epstein's black helicopters to reach the island. Among the famous names reportedly hosted by Epstein were theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking, Nobel laureate Lawrence Krauss, comedian Chris Tucker, actor Kevin Spacey, Victoria's Secret magnate Les Wexner, model Naomi Campbell, former Tony Blair aide Lord Peter Mandelson, and even Prince Andrew of the United Kingdom. Epstein spared no expense in treating his guests to a life of luxury on the island. The sprawling compound featured lavish accommodations, exquisite dining areas, and state-of-the-art facilities. Epstein's guests were treated like royalty, enjoying the finest amenities and services. Little St. James had a dedicated staff of approximately 70 individuals, ranging from groundskeepers and gardeners to boat captains and laundry ladies. These staff members were sworn
I'm
to
still
strict
confused
secrecy
on how
and
we
wore
got
black or
to
white
Jeffrey
polo shirts as
Epstein
their
from
uniform.
Diddy.
They were instructed to stay out of Epstein's sight when performing
I
their
understand how
duties
they
and were
correlate,
forbidden
but
from entering his private offices. Life on the
creepy.
island seemed like a never-ending party. Epstein's guests would indulge in various recreational activities, including swimming in the crystal-clear waters, sunbathing on the pristine beaches, and enjoying the island's amenities. Epstein's love for pirate treasure led him to pay his staff handsomely for interesting finds, such as old rum bottles and crockery. Epstein went to great lengths to entertain his guests, often arranging unique experiences. He even modified a submarine to give a seabed tour to Professor Stephen Hawking, who had never been underwater before. Little St. James became a 5-star hotel where nobody paid, a playground for the rich and powerful. Prince Andrew, one of Epstein's most high-profile guests, was known for his visits to the island. Despite the allegations against him, he has described his experiences on the island as great fun and very undemanding. However, these visits would later become a source of controversy and legal battles. While Little St. James Island may have seemed like a secluded paradise, whispers and suspicions about Jeffrey Epstein's activities began to circulate among the locals and employees on St. Thomas. The island's dark secrets were not entirely hidden from those who
God
lived and
damn.
worked nearby. Locals referred to Epstein's private jets as the Lolita Express, hinting at the illicit activities that may have taken place on the island. When scuba divers ventured near the island, security guards would reportedly appear, patrolling the edge of the water. Airport staff on St. Thomas had a glimpse into Epstein's world. They
I really do gotta get ad blocker or something, bro.
standing on the tarmac in full view and boarding his private jet with young girls, female children. These shocking sightings left them questioning how
Female
Epstein was
children.
allowed to be around children without intervention. Former employees of Epstein's island also grew suspicious of the activities taking place. They described the presence of young girls who looked like they could be in high school, often wearing college sweatshirts as a form of camouflage. Concerns were raised about their ages and whether their mothers knew where they were. Epstein's staff members were not immune to the unsettling atmosphere. They were instructed to maintain strict secrecy and were forbidden from entering Epstein's private offices. Some employees even had to refuse Epstein's request to smuggle in female guests without logging their names and passport numbers with the government of St. Thomas. Epstein's efforts to maintain control and secrecy extended beyond the island itself. He made employees sign confidentiality agreements preventing them from speaking to law enforcement. These measures, combined with his wealth and influence, made it difficult for authorities to gather evidence and take action. The allegations against Jeffrey Epstein and his criminal enterprise began to surface, leading to legal actions and the exposure of the shocking truth. Little St. James Island was just one piece of a worldwide web of exploitation and abuse. Virginia Roberts Jeffrey, one of Prince Andrew's accusers, filed a lawsuit exposing the grooming scheme that operated on Little St. James. Recruiters working for Epstein targeted young women, playing on their hopes and fears, and subjecting them to sexual servitude. Jeffrey alleges that Prince Andrew sexually abused her on the island when she was just 17. The Virgin Islands Attorney General's office also made similar claims, stating that Epstein transported underage girls and young women to Little St. James, where they were subjected to sexual acts and forced into commercial sexual activity and forced labor. Epstein formed an association with multiple individuals and companies willing to participate in and conceal his criminal activity. The victims of Epstein's abuse were trapped on the island, with Epstein controlling all communication with the outside world. Attempts to escape were met with recapture and threats. The island served as a prison, allowing Epstein to continue his heinous acts without detection. In January 2024, court documents in a lawsuit brought by Jeffrey against Ghislaine Maxwell are said to be unsealed, potentially exposing up to 200 Epstein associates. These documents will shed further light on the extent of the criminal enterprise and the high-profile individuals involved. Epstein's reign of terror came to an end when he was arrested and charged with sex trafficking. However, his death in prison, ruled as a suicide, left many unanswered questions and fueled conspiracy theories. The investigation into his criminal enterprise continues, as authorities seek to hold all those involved accountable. In the aftermath of Epstein's arrest, legal actions unfolded. The U.S. Virgin Islands filed a lawsuit against J.P. Morgan Chase, alleging the bank's complicity in helping Epstein traffic vulnerable women and girls. The case ended in a settlement, with the bank agreeing to pay millions to Virgin Island charities and anti-trafficking organizations. But there's one question that remains unanswered, a question which, if we take a look at, may give us an insight to the dirty things happening amongst the elites of society and in music industry. This question is, how did Epstein get so powerful? I mean, we're going to get into some of the dark stuff allegedly done by Diddy, and the similarities are striking, but you gotta wonder, how did they get away with these types of sick rituals for so long? Epstein's power. Jeffrey Epstein's story begins in Brooklyn, New York, where he was born to a homemaker and a gardener for the New York City Parks Department. Growing up in a modest household, Epstein's early life gave no indication of the immense wealth and power he would later acquire. After dropping out of college in the 1970s, Epstein found his way to Manhattan's prestigious Dalton School, where he briefly worked as a teacher. However, his time at Dalton was cut short due to poor performance, and he soon embarked on a new path that would lead him to unimaginable riches. Epstein's entry into the world of finance came when he joined that would lead him to unimaginable riches. Epstein's entry
I might be ignorant, but who the fuck is
into
that?
the world of finance came
Nigga
when he
like
joined the
6'9".
investment bank Bear Stearns. It was here that he began to make a name for himself, quickly rising through the ranks and becoming a partner in just 4 years. His success at Bear Stearns caught the attention of many, and Epstein's reputation as a financial wizard began to take shape. But it was his connection to Leslie Wexner, the billionaire founder of L Brands and the parent company of Victoria's Secret, that would truly propel Epstein into the realm of extreme wealth. In the 1980s, Epstein and Wexner crossed paths and struck up a friendship that would have far-reaching implications. Wexner became Epstein's only publicly known client, entrusting him with the management of his vast financial empire. With Wexner's backing, Epstein's wealth grew exponentially, allowing him to acquire multiple mansions, private jets, and even a private island in the Caribbean. One of the most notable properties in Epstein's possession was a sprawling mansion in Manhattan, which he acquired from Wexner for an undisclosed amount of money. Epstein's association with Wexner not only provided him with financial resources, but also opened doors.
Bro, look how tall this nigga is. He's just towering over everybody.
to a world of powerful connections. Wexner's influence and social standing introduced Epstein to a network of influential individuals, including politicians, scientists, academics, and celebrities. Epstein relished in hosting social events where he would mingle with his famous friends, regaling them with his grandiose plans and ideas. It is worth noting that Epstein's connections extended beyond the realm of finance and business. His association with Leslie Wexner, a prominent figure in the fashion industry, allowed him to rub shoulders with models and other figures in the world of fashion. This further added to Epstein's allure and mystique, as he cultivated an image of a man who had access to the most exclusive circles. The exact nature of Epstein's relationship with Wexner remains a subject of speculation. While Wexner has publicly distanced himself from Epstein in recent years, their past association raises questions about the extent of their involvement and the source of Epstein's wealth. Some have even suggested that Epstein may have misappropriated funds from Wexner, an accusation that Wexner himself has made. But the source of Jeffrey Epstein's immense wealth remains a subject of intense speculation and intrigue. With no clear evidence of him actually managing money on Wall Street, theories abound as to how Epstein acquired his fortune. Let's explore some of the most prominent theories surrounding Epstein's wealth. One theory suggests that Epstein may have been running a Ponzi scheme, a fraudulent investment operation where returns for early investors are paid with funds from later investors. This would explain how Epstein was able to amass such vast wealth without any visible evidence of legitimate financial activity. However, concrete evidence to support this theory has yet to be uncovered. Another possibility is that Epstein engaged in money laundering, a process of making illegally obtained money appear legitimate. Money laundering typically involves complex financial transactions that obscure the true origin of funds. Given Epstein's connections to powerful individuals and his access to offshore accounts, some speculate that he may have used money laundering techniques to hide the illicit sources of his wealth. Perhaps the most shocking theory surrounding Epstein's wealth is the possibility that he operated a sophisticated blackmail scheme. According to this theory, Epstein collected incriminating evidence, such as photographs or videos, of his powerful friends engaging in illegal or immoral activities, particularly with underage girls. With this leverage, Epstein could allegedly coerce these individuals into investing money with him.
Nah, I don't care. You can't force nobody to do something they don't want to do, bro. If they didn't already want to do that shit, bro, like they wouldn't do it, bro. Like, trust, bro. Like, you gotta be like either one really really weak-minded person, or you just already want to do that shit, and so you just went through with it because someone gave you that extra push. You feel me? How do you have how do you have with an underage female, bro? You wanted to do that shit before, bro.
Or
He
providing
just
other forms of
pushed you.
financial support. In documents relating to a 2015 lawsuit, Virginia Roberts Giuffre, one of Epstein's accusers, claimed that Epstein forced her to have sex with men and then debriefed her to obtain potentially embarrassing information for blackmail purposes. While these claims are disturbing, they provide a glimpse into the possibility that Epstein's real business was not financial management, but rather the exploitation of his powerful connections. The extent to which Epstein may have used blackmail as a means to accumulate wealth remains uncertain. However,
This what happens when a man don't get enough punani in his life, and I'm telling you, it turns into this stuff right here, bro. Creepy, weird vibes, bro.
the notion that he
Just
possessed
weird all
compromising
around.
material on influential individuals adds another layer of complexity to the Epstein saga. It raises questions about the motivations behind his relationships with powerful figures and the lengths to which he may have gone to protect his secrets. One of the most damning aspects of the Epstein case is the fact that he was able to avoid serious consequences for his actions for an extended period. Despite facing serious allegations of
He knew what
sex
he was doing.
trafficking and exploitation of underage girls, Epstein managed to escape significant prison time until his arrest in 2019. Let's delve into the circumstances that
I don't want to hide from them anymore.
Come on, I can.
for years. In 2008, Epstein faced a federal indictment for sex crimes involving minors. However, instead of facing a lengthy trial and potential conviction, Epstein struck a controversial plea deal with the office of Alexander Acosta, then the U.S. Attorney in Miami. This non-prosecution agreement allowed Epstein to serve just 13 months in a county jail with generous work release privileges that allowed him to spend most of his days outside of confinement. The details of how Epstein secured this lenient plea deal remain a subject of scrutiny. Investigations have revealed that Epstein's legal team, which included renowned lawyer Alan Dershowitz, conducted
What's that? Nah. To be honest, bro, I don't even think Jayoma getting Diddy out of this, bro. The Diddler is going to jail forever, bro. Jayoma, I've seen him get rapists out of jail, or or parole or something, bro. He just make they horrible situation better, bro. I don't know if even him can get no. You know who we do need, bro? We need, I don't know how to say his name. Nawardard. Him. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The dude. Doo. That dude, bro. We get him to investigate Diddy. I promise you, guaranteed. We're finding out all the information we need within like 3 weeks, bro. Well, you're Diddy. We have to know. Face ass.
Extensive background checks on potential witnesses, and even the prosecutors themselves. This aggressive approach may have influenced the decision not to take Epstein's case to trial, as it could have exposed damaging information about those involved. Furthermore, Epstein's plea agreement referenced unspecified information provided to federal investigators. The nature of this information and its impact on the decision-making process remains unclear. Some have speculated that Epstein may have provided valuable intelligence to law enforcement or intelligence agencies, leading to a more favorable outcome for himself. However, concrete evidence to support these claims has yet to be presented. A former senior White House official claimed that Epstein's name came up during the vetting process of Alexander Acosta for the position of Secretary of Labor in the Trump administration. According to the official, Acosta stated that he had been told to back off of Epstein because he belonged to intelligence. Acosta's subsequent signing of the non-prosecution agreement has raised questions about the potential involvement of intelligence agencies in Epstein's case. While the exact nature and
Over an
extent of
hour
Epstein's
long
connections
reaction
to
video is
intelligence
insane,
agencies,
bro.
if any, remains speculative. The suggestion that he may have received special treatment
I
due
just
to
be
his
yapping.
knowledge or involvement in intelligence activities adds another layer of complexity to the case. It raises questions about the motivations behind the lenient plea deal and the potential influence of powerful entities in protecting Epstein. The non-prosecution agreement and the role of Epstein's legal team have come under intense scrutiny in recent years. Journalist Julie K. Brown's investigative reporting for the Miami Herald shed light on the questionable circumstances surrounding the plea deal, leading to renewed public interest in Epstein's case. The revelations prompted further investigations and ultimately led to Epstein's arrest on new charges in 2019. At the end of all these, what sticks out from the whole Epstein saga is the way Epstein treated people like Virginia Roberts, and may have used them for blackmail while surrounding himself with the ultra-wealthy. Now pay close attention, because it all sounds a lot like some of the rituals that rock star Diddy has been accused of. Secret rituals. Diddy got hit with a lawsuit. The lawsuit alleges that in 2003, Combs, along with two other individuals, gang raped a 7.
Hold on. He finna tie it all together.
Diddy has been
I gotta
accused
lock
of.
in.
Secret rituals. Diddy got hit with a lawsuit. The lawsuit alleges that in 2003, Combs, along with two other individuals, gang raped a 17-year-old girl. The plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, claims that she was flown from Michigan to Combs' recording studio in New York on a private jet. What transpired during her time there is nothing short of horrifying. According to the lawsuit, Jane Doe was subjected to a nightmarish ordeal at the hands of Combs and his associates. She alleges that she was plied with copious amounts of drugs and alcohol, rendering her vulnerable and unable to defend herself. As she drifted in and out of consciousness, she found herself trapped in a nightmarish reality. The suit goes on to describe the harrowing details of the alleged assault. Jane Doe claims that Combs raped her over a bathroom sink while she was in a state of semi-consciousness. The violation of her body and her trust was unimaginable, but the horror didn't end there. Shockingly, the lawsuit alleges that Combs then watched as a third man joined in the assault, subjecting Jane Doe to further trauma. The details are too graphic to recount here, but suffice it to say that the experience left an indelible mark on the young victim's life. The lawsuit further claims that the incident was part of a larger sex trafficking scheme, with Jane Doe being transported by private jet to New York City for the sole purpose of being exploited. The suit alleges that Combs and his associates orchestrated this heinous act, preying on a vulnerable high school teenager. The emotional and psychological impact of such a traumatic event cannot be overstated. Jane Doe has suffered significant emotional distress and feelings of shame that have haunted her for the past 20 years. The scars left by this horrific experience have affected her personal personal relationships, and her ability to trust. It is important to note that these are allegations made in a lawsuit, and the truth will be determined through the legal process. Combs has vehemently denied the accusations and maintains his innocence. However, this is not the first time he has faced such serious allegations. Just last month, another lawsuit was filed by Cassandra Ventura, known as Cassie, who accused Combs of rape and physical abuse over a decade-long period.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. Like, in my opinion, what do you like for the dudes that like younger females or whatever, dude? Not the pedophiles. I'm talking to the pedophiles, but yeah. I hope no pedophiles watching me, but you feel me? Anyways, none of my business. Like, what do you like gain from that, bro? Cause like I know older females, they can like teach you something. You can learn something. They know more about life. So you feel me? It's more. It's like more things to do. Like she has experiences and stuff. Why do you want a younger female, bro? Like, I'm curious, bro. I'm curious.
The mounting allegations against
Not like that. I just want to know why, because it's weird,
Combs
bro.
have raised serious concerns about his behavior and actions. According to the lawsuit, Ventura alleges that Combs repeatedly raped her and subjected her to physical abuse throughout their
She hurt.
relationship. The details of the alleged abuse are deeply disturbing, with Ventura claiming that Combs exerted control over her through fear and intimidation. The lawsuit describes a pattern of violence, with Combs allegedly assaulting Ventura both physically and sexually on numerous occasions. The emotional toll of such abuse cannot be overstated, as Ventura endured years of trauma and suffering in silence. The lawsuit further alleges that Combs used his power and influence to maintain control over Ventura, isolating her from friends and family and manipulating her career. Ventura claims that she lived in constant fear, unsure of what Combs might do next. The allegations made by Ventura are deeply troubling, shedding light on a dark side of the music industry that often remains hidden. It takes immense courage for survivors to come forward and share their stories, and Ventura's decision to speak out has given others the strength to do the same. Combs quickly settled the lawsuit with Ventura while maintaining his innocence. However, the allegations made by both Jane Doe and Ventura raise serious questions about Combs' behavior and actions. The mounting accusations against him cannot be ignored. Combs has vehemently denied all the allegations made against him, maintaining his innocence in the face of mounting accusations. In a statement released shortly after the lawsuits were filed, Combs declared, "I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." Combs' legal team has been working tirelessly to defend him against the allegations, seeking to discredit the claims made by the plaintiffs. They argue that these lawsuits are nothing more than attempts to tarnish Combs' reputation.
You can't get his sentence lowered or none of that, bro. They have full evidence of him beating the dog shit out of what's it called. Then they got the 1,000 bottles of ecstasy and a cabinet that's lit up. Like what? And then once they go through them tapes, you're cooked. You're cooked, buddy. Barbecue.
And extort money from him. The impact of these allegations on Combs' career has been significant. In the wake of the lawsuits, Combs made the decision to step aside as chairman of Revolt, the music-themed TV network he founded in 2013. This move was seen as a response to the serious nature of the allegations and an acknowledgement of the need for a thorough investigation. The allegations have also had a ripple effect on Combs' brand partnerships and business ventures. Several companies have distanced themselves from him, suspending or terminating their collaboration.
Damn. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Oh, mama. Oh, mamas. Ain't no way I'm letting two big niggas like that grab me. What the hell? What type of shit these niggas on? Bro, but it don't even matter, bro. Diddy did that shit. And if you was part of them Diddy parties, you going to jail too. You better do what LeBron James did. Unfollow the nigga and don't speak of him. Because if you do, you're going straight to jail. I don't feel bad for none of y'all, bro. Y'all are all weird, bro. DJ Khaled or Khaled, Rick Ross, oh, and Joe Montana. I'm not, bro. I'm just sitting back and enjoying the show. I can't wait till more information come out. I'm gonna react to it, but this reaction is already an hour long. So you feel me? Let me get out of here. You feel me? You like the video, like the video. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe, all that, bro. Make no for real, like the video, like right now, bro. Like right now, bro. Cause I'm back here fighting for my life, bro. I know y'all seen me a couple times, bro. Like the video, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, send it to your mom, your dad, your uncle, your sister, your brother, all of them. Send the video to all of them. You feel me? But hey, we out of here, gang.